This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
The PC gave us computing power at home, the internet connected us, and mobile let us do it pretty much anywhere. Now generative AI lets us communicate with technology in our own language using our own senses. But figuring it all out when you're living through it is a totally different story. Welcome to Leading the Shift, a new podcast for Microsoft Azure. I'm your host, Susan Ettlinger. In each episode, leaders will share what they're learning to help you navigate all this change with confidence. Please join us. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Listening to the Animation Addicts Podcast with the Rotoscopers, episode 305, the best 90s animated musical songs that aren't Disney, part 2. Welcome to the Animation Addicts Podcast with the Rotoscopers, the #1 place to get your animation fix with animation addicts just like you. Each episode, we dive into the wonderful world of animation featuring Disney, DreamWorks, Pixar, and everything in between. From hilarious discussions and movie reviews to interviews with industry insiders, this show's mission is to brighten your day through our love of animation. So hop on your nerdy couch, grab some snacks, and get ready to hang out with your animation besties because it's time to dive into today's episode. Hey there, animation addicts. My name is Chelsea Robson.
And I'm Morgan Stradling.
All right, Morgan, we are finally back. If you have not listened to part 1 of what we are going to be continuing today, have you listened to that?
I was on it, so I hope so.
Well, good. I'm glad. Just as a refresher, let's go back and talk about the rules of what we're actually be doing today. So a couple of years ago, we did a series of episodes that talked about the best types of songs within an animated musical. Because after The Little Mermaid, there kind of became this, basically it was a formula, and they had a certain amount of songs that kind of helped tell a story. And normally there was about 6 or 7 different types of songs. The first one that we are going to be talking about today is the I Want song. Now, do you know what the I Want song is?
Of course.
We'll tell the audience.
It's where the main character or ingenue or heroine, many times, it can be a man, reaches a point in the first act where they sing what their desires, what their heart wants to the audience. It's usually a very iconic number, has a big ballad, if you will. Classic. Part of Your World is one of them. Bells. I want adventure in the great wide somewhere.
I want it more than I can bear. Yes. I'm glad. You explained it rather well. Well, we are talking about 90s movies that are not Disney today. And continuing the conversation from before, let's go through a quick review of the movies that are in our list. And that is Jetsons the Movie, An American Tail, Fievel Goes West, Rockadoodle, Fern Gully, We're Back, Once Upon a Forest, Thumbelina, Swan Princess, Pebble and the Penguin, Cats Don't Dance, Anastasia, The Prince of Egypt, and Quest for Camelot.
So these are the non-Disney movies, non-Pixar. So we actually didn't cover Pixar in our initial list, but I don't know, Pixar's its kind of own thing. So we're going to do our own review.
And Pixar didn't start having musical type movies until Coco.
Well, no, but Toy Story has songs. I mean, it has
songs. Yeah,
it definitely has songs that relate to the feelings of the characters. You know, there's the moment when I'm on top of the world, doo-doo-high, doo-doo in my pocket. And then that's the shift when we see the shift from
And
Andy,
I will go sailing
Andy to Buzz.
no more.
And we see
Yes.
his, yes, I will go sailing no more, where Buzz jumps out the window and thinks he has this big moment, so they have songs and it helps the characters, but they're not singing them. So, and there's songs like this in this list, but we just decided it's its own thing for now.
I'll let you do the Pixar songs. How about that? Cool. The I Want song is a very important number. It's the song that really helps the audience understand what is at stake here. And one of my favorite songs, so not all of these movies have all of these types of songs, but all of them have at least one of. And so that's why I kept them in the list. If there was a 90s movie that did not have this kind of a format and it just didn't really fit any of these buckets, I did not add it. But there really weren't that many movies that could be added to this. But at the same time, within the 90s, there were still 13 of them. So that's a lot.
Yes.
To be like, this was a thing. And this is not Disney. This is outside of Disney. These are like the norm of what an animated movie was doing. So the first one that had it in this one as an I Want song, the Jetsons did not have one. An American Tail, Five Goes West. And I'm just going to play a couple of these, and then we're going to go through and choose which movie had the best I Want song. And then the number one person or the number one film will get 3 points, and then number 2 will get 2, and then number 3 will get 1. And then at the end of this, we will go back and look at all of the points that were done in part 1 and decide basically like what movie had the best overall score. And then just what movie is our favorite from this list. Are you ready?
I'm ready, baby. That reminds me of, in a lot of the Disney Plus commercials, they had this clip of Elsa from the very end of Frozen where she says, "Are you ready?" And they always play it in these stupid Disney Plus commercials.
I'm sorry to have brought you triggered you.
Last week was our first playoff game, and my plaque psoriasis was so itchy under all my gear. Sometimes just thinking about scratching could take me out of the moment. And then my doctor told me I could get clearer skin with a pill called Otezla.
Otezla apremilast is a prescription medicine used to treat adult patients with plaque psoriasis for whom phototherapy or systemic therapy is appropriate. Otezla can help you get clearer skin after just 4 months.
Okay, ready for the next game. Talking to my doctor about a pill was a total game changer.
Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Get medical help right away if you have trouble breathing or swallowing, swelling of the face, lips, tongue, throat, or arms. Severe diarrhea, nausea or vomiting, depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss can happen. Tell your doctor if any of these occur and if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla. Call 1-844-4-OTEZLA or visit Otezla.com for prescribing info about cost, and more.
So the first one is Five Goes West. This is Dream to Dream.
Come with me, you will see what I mean. There's a world inside no one else ever sees. You will go so far in my dreams, somewhere.
So what are your thoughts on that song?
I mean, it works in the movie. Just listening to it on its own, I'm like, okay, that is something.
That is something. I've always loved this song. I just thought as I was preparing this and getting everything together all day yesterday, as I was, I had already put together this playlist, and then I'd gone to finish and do other things, and all day long I was singing this song. So
Nice.
To me, it has a very like nostalgic. I loved this movie so much growing up. So I have high nostalgia for this song.
Nice.
All right. The next movie that had an I Want song was Thumbelina.
I'll find my
have this similar vibe.
Mm-hmm. It's just interesting how styles change.
Uh-huh.
Of songs. Like this is a very traditional, more Broadway-esque voice and song versus compared to literally Wish, the song I Wish or My Wish or whatever it was called. And I wouldn't even call that representative of modern musical animated musicals, but give me Soon over that every day.
Yeah. So this was Soon from Thumbelina, and the vibe is very much like this, as you'll be able to see. So the next one we have is from Pebble and the Penguin, Sometimes I Wonder. And this is the reprise because this is the female coming back. Okay. The first one I said was the love song because this was Hubie singing it.
So far, all of them have been almost melancholy. Like they're angst. They're not angst, but they're yearning for something in a very slow, thoughtful.
We want.
Mm-hmm.
I want.
Versus an energetic I want.
Right.
But usually the I want song is because you're lacking.
Yeah.
Sometimes I close my eyes and say a prayer that finally today will be the day I watch the far horizon. No one's there, but somewhere you are safe and on your way.
Is this all the same singer?
Maybe.
Oh, Hubie. Sometimes I wonder if you're still alive.
Oh, I love the part.
How could you survive such a dangerous world?
It's very Broadway.
Yes. Beware, my love. Take care, my love.
Out there. Yeah. So that is her reprise of the Sometimes I Wonder. Okay. And next is actually it's a bit of a different vibe for this one. So this is from Cats Don't Dance. This is Danny's Arrival song.
I had a dream. My name in lights, Danny the song and dance cat. I got on a bus and came to the town where dreams can come true. It's gonna happen for me. It could happen for you. You can do anything if you try. The most impossible dream can come true if you believe it.
This is a breath of fresh air.
It's my kind of town. It's as clear as the nose on your faces. This is the time. This is the place. This is the time. This must be the place, Hollywood, where the streets are paved with gold, where the kitties never grow.
It's so fun.
I love it.
Hollywood, where the stars don't shine at night. They walk around in the broad day.
So I'm a fan of that one.
I love that. I enjoyed that. That made me happy.
Good. And the next one is from Anastasia. So I need you to help me decide which one is the more of the I Want song.
Okay.
Now it's between Journey to the Past and Once Upon a December. Now, Journey to the Past, I would say is the more of the I Want song. But Once Upon a December is just so good, and I didn't have a place for it.
Well, then you just need a miscellaneous category at the end.
You could say this as the filler song, but I feel like the filler song was Paris Holds the Key to My Heart, which is also another song that I was like, oh, I love.
I don't see Once Upon a December being the I Want song. Definitely Journey to the Past.
Okay, so we will jump into Journey to the Past. And even just the opening of this is like, yay.
Heart, don't fail me now. Courage, don't desert me. Don't turn back now that we're here. faces, no one ever mentions fear or how the world can seem so vast on a journey to the past. Somewhere down.
I love this song. So great.
So good.
And then our final one. Oh, no, not our final. Not the final one, but a very good one.
Oh, just looking at the title, I'm like, goosebumps.
Okay, well, this is The Prince of Egypt, All I Ever Wanted, with the Queen's Reprise.
This is after he's killed the guy? Yes, yeah. He's escaped.
Gleaming in the moonlight, cool and clean and all I've ever known, all I ever wanted. Sweet perfumes of incense, graceful rooms of alabaster stone, all I ever wanted. This is my home, with my father, mother, brother, oh so noble, oh so strong. Now I am home, here among my trappings and belongings I belong. And if anybody doubts it, they couldn't be more wrong. I am a sovereign prince of Egypt, a son of the proud history that's shown etched on every wall. Surely this is all I ever wanted.
Ah, so good.
Awesome.
May the Schwartz be with you. So good. Okay, and our final entry for today is Quest for Camelot, On My Father's Wings.
You're with me now. You're the only one who knew all the things we planned to do. I want to live my life the way you said I would, with courage as my light, fighting for what's right like you made me believe I could. And I will fly on my father's wings to places I have never been. There is so much I've never seen, and I can feel his heartbeat still, and I will do great things on my father's wings.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so this movie, Quest for Camelot, is, you know, you look at the poster and it looks so goofy and dumb and kind of cheap, but then the songs are really well done. I need to go back and see who the composer was, but I mean, really well thought out. They really took it seriously, but it came out during a really weird time, didn't really get the credit and attention that it deserved.
Well, I mean, it came out back to back with Prince of Egypt, or at least, you know, in the same year.
It's Warner, yeah.
It definitely isn't going to get the same amount of love.
Yeah, for sure.
The animation style is a lot more cartoony than one would expect, especially compared to like something like Prince of Egypt. But I'm really impressed with all the songs they had on here. Like they just did a good job. Okay, so what are we saying? I say All I Ever Wanted for the number one.
For sure. Then Journey to the Past, then Danny's Arrival song.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, easy.
Easy peasy. Okay. Next is the montage or travel song. Would you like to give us a definition of this?
So the montage or the travel song really is what it is. It pretty sums it up quite well, where, you know, our heroes, they either are going on an adventure on their own, or they meet up with a little group of friends or a crew, and they're traveling from point A to point B. There's a lot of things that happen along the way. They're little vignettes, little stories, little character moments that build them. We get to see them, you know, being funny together, fishing in the river together and falling in the river and laughing. And then, you know, overcoming the rain and the obstacles. We kind of see them as they're progressing from this space to the other. It's a way of showing character development and progression, especially of time. If you definitely need a lot of passage of time, this is a great way to do it. You just throw a song over it, and then you end up in your final destination.
Yeah, and Disney examples for this would be like Hakuna Matata, where you have Simba going from being just a cub to being a full-grown adult, and in a very short period of time. Got to get the montage in there. Okay, push him, age him up real quick. And then you also have something maybe like in the same vein. You have Hercules, Phil's song. There's a lot of these songs that that is how they pass time quickly, or how they travel by map. And that's what we're going to be going through today. So the first one we have is from An American Tail again. And this is called Way Out West.
Way out west, 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 way out west.
Life in New York City is full of dread and fuss. Our dreams are waiting way out west. There's room for all of us.
All the streets are paved with nuggets. All of the purest gold. And soon we'll all be millionaires.
Why have I been told?
No garbage and no landlords following up the air.
No crooks or politicians to strip our campus bare.
We'll ride the roaring rivers, turn wilderness to towns. Our dreams will take us up and up and never let us down.
Oh. Way out west, there's room for our dreaming. There's wild and the spaces to see. Way out west, this one's always waiting. We'll be everything we can be.
Okay.
I like it. It's a great travel song. All right. The next one.
Can you have one in 2 categories?
That was the question. And that's why we decided to put the Swan Princess. This is my idea. Because this would fit this completely, except that we decided to make this the opening song.
Yes. So
as the first time everybody sings. So this is my idea is no longer in this one, but it would be a fantastic montage or
absolutely
montage song, because it does
meets the criteria.
It does meet
but
it
has already scored points for the team in another category. So away you go.
Away you go. Okay, so the next one is from Anastasia, and this is Learn to Do It.
But you'd behave when your father gave that look.
Imagine how it was.
Your long forgotten past.
We've lots and lots to teach you, and the time is going fast.
All right, I'm ready.
Now shoulders back and stand up
Such a
tall.
great voice.
Do not walk, but try to float.
I feel a little foolish.
Yes.
Am I floating?
Like a little boat.
You give a bow.
What happens now?
Your hand receives a kiss. Most of all, remember this. If I can learn to do it, you can learn to do it.
Something in your nose.
There's nothing to it. Follow in my footsteps, shoe by shoe. You can learn to do it.
It's such a good one.
So it's
good.
so funny on this. We're sharing our screen, and Pip, I don't know why I call you Pip sometimes. Chelsea has created like a YouTube playlist, and it just makes me laugh that the image for this is literally someone took a picture of the booklet from the CD, and you could see, you could tell that there's like a little like crack in it. And this reminds me, we do movie night once a week, and we're going through Disney classics and various animated films. I'm like, I need to introduce my kids to Anastasia. They would love it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm adding it to the list. We got this little thing in the Target dollar spot. It's like a movie. I don't know what it's like. Those black movie boards that you use to sync the sound. I don't know what those are called. Where you go action.
Oh yeah.
And it's like a movie night one, and you put like the name of the movie, what time's your movie, and then there's like a 5 stars that you can color in to give it a rating. So I'm gonna surprise them, and I'm gonna fill it out so they can know what the next movie night is. So
aw, cute. So fun. All right, so I really liked Learn to Do It. I think it's a fantastic travel montage song. The next one is Prince of Egypt, Through Heaven's Eyes.
Can never see its purpose in the pattern of the grand design. And the stone that sits on the very top of the mountain's mighty face, does it think it's more important than the stones that form the base? So how can you see what your life is worth, or where your value lies? You can never see through the eyes of man. You must look at your life. Look at your life through heaven's eyes.
So good. So good. I mean, I actually saw him in concert when I went to New York a couple years ago.
Him,
and
you mean
the singer,
which his name is?
I don't know.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you.
Don't call me out on these things. But I love the singer's voice in this, and I feel like it's just so powerful, and it's so good. The next one, surprisingly, because of how famous this song is on its own, is from Quest for Camelot. It came out and was dubbed in this movie from Quest for Camelot, The Prayer, Celine Dion.
Oh, it's from this movie, huh?
Yeah.
I never would associate with this.
Most people wouldn't.
And help her to be wise.
But in the movie, she is deciding to go out on her quest, and she's leaving her mother behind, and she's deciding to save the day because her town has been ransacked.
Every child
So that's why this is a montage. She's like going on horseback.
guide her with your grace to a place where she'll be safe.
So those are our montage songs. So what are we going to do? There are 4. So,
well, obviously the top 2 are Through Heaven's Eyes and Learn to Do It, because I feel more connected with the plot and have it moving the plot along because the characters are singing it versus the prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's just because it just feels so like slapped on to, I couldn't even tell you what the montage is, based on that.
I had to rewatch the film in order to know where this was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Heaven's Eyes definitely gets 3 points for that one. Or which one do you think? Learn to Do It or Heaven's Eyes gets first?
They're both on the same level almost.
They really are. And the characterization in Learn to Do It is so great because you're talking to all of them.
Yeah.
Through Heaven's Eyes, it is it's his father-in-law that's singing the song.
Yeah.
And inviting him into their culture and inviting him into his new life with them. And the message is great.
Yes.
Through Heaven's Eyes, it can go on its own. Learn to Do It, it's like quintessential that movie. So I don't know if we're having that as part of the criteria.
I think I'm going to do Learn to Do It followed by Through Heaven's Eyes, even though I think I like Through Heaven's Eyes better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll just whatever you say.
Okay. I'll go along with that because it was a toss-up for me too. So we'll do 3 for Learn to Do It. Through Heaven's Eyes gets 2, and then Way Out West gets 1.
Okay.
All right. The next is filler songs. And we actually have a lot of these because it's a lot easier to find a filler song. All right. So Judson's the movie. This is from Tiffany, You and Me. Of the songs in this album, this is probably one of the best. So good for them.
Okay.
Next one is The Girl You Left Behind from An American Tail, Five Will Goes West.
Is the girl you left behind out there tonight romancing, making eyes at someone else and singing, is she dancing? Oh, the girl you left behind, you dreamer when you're sleeping, puts the teardrops in your eyes from secrets she is keeping. Half fiddlers play a tune and dance the whole night away.
Cole does not have that strong of a voice compared to some of these other people.
No. But I like it.
Yeah.
It's a fun song. It's a fun song. Always one of the favorites when the movie's on. So, yeah. All right. Next one is from Fern Gully has one, and it is The Baddie Rap, Robin Williams.
I already know.
The name is Batty, the logic is erratic. Potato in a jacket, toys in the attic. I rock and I ramble, my brain is scrambled. Rap like an animal, but I'm a mammal. All of our cosmetics are non-carcinogenic. I've been brain fried, electrified, infected and injectified, vivisectified, and fed.
Alrighty. I mean, obviously not his best role, but he's
great.
fine. Love Robin. All right, the next one is from We're Back, a dinosaur story.
Wow, one of the only ones.
They had nothing in prior, but as was a kind of a thing, is they always had like one song that kind of defined the movie, and this was it.
Roll back the rock to the dawn of time, when the earth was smoking and the lava flowed. Roll back the rock to the dawn of time, blow your cool just like a volcano. Snap your fingers and stomp your feet, soaking up a little of the jungle beat. Roll back the rock to the dawn of time, sing this song with me. Roll back the rock, turn back the clock, roll back the rock to the dawn of time.
That's like you said, that's the only song from that that really stands out. Well, it's the only one, but
right. You had John Goodman singing it, and I was like, all right, I'll throw you into the movies because you had this one.
He made our list a few weeks ago.
He did. Yeah. The next one is Thumbelina. The filler song was Follow Your Heart.
Impossible? Nothing is impossible. You're sure to do impossible things if you follow your heart. Your dreams will fly on magical wings when you follow your heart. If you have to journey far, here's a little trick. You don't need a guiding star.
Okay. I really like this song.
Cute.
His voice just makes it for me. Next is The Swan Princess. Practice, practice, practice.
We are a band and not a band of animals. This masquerade is more than I can bear. There goes my reputation. It's awful, this humiliation. And I've the lion's share.
And it continues on. I love that song. Everything about the Swan Princess just makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
The other one that I could have put in there was Princesses on Parade, which is honestly one of my favorites.
Yes.
But as far as like a filler song, I don't know. Both of them are. Which one do you think is better?
Princesses on Parade.
Pull that one up because I didn't add it to the list.
Sorry. I mean, I think you have multiple filler songs. Like you could have multiple entries in a category. I think that's fine.
Right.
You just can't have the same song. You can't be an opening song, a filler song, a closing song, a I want song, right? You choose a lane.
Choose a lane, honey. Okay, so you're saying that you would like to submit Princesses on Parade over Practice, Practice, Practice. Okay, here we go.
I mean, both can be entered and they can duke it out.
Oh, I love this one.
Every single princess on the planet prayed to be invited to the ball. Every Portia, Guinevere, and Janet would come by coach or boat to be here. Most would swim the moat to be here, just to be at this historic
I hope you see that I'm dancing. I mean, you guys, nobody can see this, but this is what
Imagine that Chelsea is dancing away with her tap shoes. Just in the background of her room, doing a pirouette and a spin. Nice.
Oh, I love this one. Yeah, so that's the start of Princess on Parade, but then the next one is here.
East Protestant and came the farthest distance. Griselda lives to help the world. She finds no task too menial. And all the other hopeful girls think she's the most congenial. Brunhilde is from Stuttgart, where our swords and armor is made. Gaze upon
Princesses on Parade. This is the live Asia.
Ah, there you go. So which one are you submitting to? Are we just gonna?
They both can
decide?
be submitted, and we will choose.
Okay.
Right. We'll see if they even make the top
both
three.
Both are submitted. All right, let's go back.
This is like whose line is it anywhere? The system is what it is. And points don't matter.
Don't really matter. The next one is from Pebble and the Penguin, and we have The Good Ship Misery.
Welcome aboard, Hubie. Although welcome probably isn't the appropriate word.
Outrage! That's the appropriate word!
Yes.
Abomination!
The indignity!
The horror!
If you're into pain and agony.
If you love the great indoors. Welcome to the Good Ship Misery. The misery's all yours. Every day begins with misery. Breakfast in a rusty cup. Then we all get cold and miserable. And then we all throw up.
Okay, we'll stop there. We all throw up. It's a great place to end it. So that's a Good Ship Misery. They are traveling, but also it's a good filler song. And then the next one is from Cats Don't Dance. Nothing's gonna stop us now.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, if you would be so kind. Got someone very special here. She's about to speak her mind.
I got a song to sing. If you don't like my song, I'm gonna sing it.
Ooh, I like this singer.
I got a dream in my
This whole album is amazing.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna stop us now. Oh, yeah, oh yeah. Take 4 and 20 blackbirds and bake them in a pie. Before you put them in the oven, man, you know they're gonna fly.
They say curiosity killed the cat. I'm living proof that that's a lie.
Now I'm gonna tell you why. Oh,
Nice.
gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna...
I like it. I like it a lot. And the next one, Anastasia.
I feel like the deck is stacked once you have Prince of Egypt. Anything from Prince of Egypt, Anastasia, or a Swan Princess.
It's hard to beat those, but those were the ones. So we're going to do, okay, what do you think? Parasol's the Key to Your Heart or Once Upon a December? Shall we do both of them as filler songs?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll do Parasol the Key to Your Heart first.
Oh la la. Welcome, my friends, to Paris. Here, have a flower on me. Forget where you're from. You're in France, children, come. I'll show you that French joie de vivre. Paris holds the key to your heart, and all of Paris plays a part.
You stroll to the Louvre,
And what we call love, and soon
all Paris will be singing to you.
Ooh la la. Okay, so we have that as a submission, and then the next one is Once Upon a December.
Dancing bears, painted wings, the remember, and a song someone sings once upon a December. Someone holds me safe and warm. Horses prance through a silver storm. Figures dancing gracefully across my memory.
Okay.
That's good.
So, Once Upon a December. There you go. And next, we have from the Prince of Egypt, the song of all songs, When You Believe.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. It's too good.
Mountains long before we knew we could. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe? Somehow you will. You will when you believe.
Okay.
That is.
Well, you didn't even.
that-
you know,
those are the
it gets
filler
like
songs.
super epic at the end.
It does.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go do that part?
Do. Yeah. More. All right. I mean, when you put it that way, Prince of Egypt 3, Once Upon a December, I think number 2.
Okay.
And then, I mean, I know I really enjoyed the baddie rap, but this time, it's just
I'm
on the
not feeling
edge.
that one, yeah. Yeah.
Princesses on Parade was good, but I'm kind of digging Cats Don't Dance. Nothing gonna stop us now.
Okay.
I know
let's
it
do
doesn't
that.
have the nostalgia factor, so like I don't instantly gravitate to it, but it was very good to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're doing 3 here, 2 here, and nothing's going to stop us now. I guess the 1. Good job, Cats Don't Dance. You held strong.
Woohoo! You overcame, which is the story of your life.
Okay, for closing songs, we have with the Jetsons movie,
With You All the Way. I know. I appreciate that you're really trying to make the Jetsons the movie a thing, Chelsea.
Girl, if ever the going got rough, you never were the type to think of backing down. So when you got more than your share in the minute, I knew your heart was in it. I knew that it would make you be your best, put you to the test. But if sometimes it seems not worth the battle, that's when you'll see you can count on me. 'Cause I'm with you all the way. I'll never give up the dream, although it may seem there's no way out today. Yes, I'm with you all the way. Whatever paces love might put us through.
the thing about the Jetsons movie is it's so like quintessential 90s, late 80s, 90s. So, I mean, there's a decent song right there. Okay. Next one of my favorites, Rockadoodle. We have Tie in Your Shoes.
Tie in your shoes. Tie in your shoes. Tie in your shoes.
What Once again, I'm so dancing to this.
This is the closing song? Is this in the end credits?
This is the end credit song.
Okay, because I thought, like, isn't there like a reprise of Sun Don't Shine at the end?
Yes.
Trick or two, 'cause I've been
Yeah, they do have a...
Because I would consider that a closing song.
Life is just
Yeah, I like this one better.
To me, this is the end credit song, which would fall in the...
Yeah, that was...
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's cool.
So
It's not going to win any awards, so whatever.
No, the other one's not either, so this one's my favorite. All right. Was this Once Upon a Forest?
Once against the odds, we were winners.
They had a main title and an ending song. Huh?
Yeah, that's why they did.
And it's sounding very much like it's sounding like the era.
It sounds exactly like the era, but it also sounds exactly like the beginning song.
It's the same song. Nice. They just like cut it.
It probably is. Yeah, it's nice though.
Okay.
I mean, this one came out, I think, or at least was in production prior to Little Mermaid or something. So it wasn't like, they're probably not going to fit. Like it's probably not going to hit the musical stage. So they were like, yeah, we're not going to do the musical thing.
Sure, it wasn't even on the radar.
Yeah. So because this came out, when was this? Once Upon a Forest is 1993. So this was like, it was definitely started before that they decided that musicals were the thing. Okay, so next we have Thumbelina.
You will be my wings. You will be my only love. You will take me far beyond the stars. Giacomo,
This is silly. This is a weed patch.
This is the veil of the fairies.
take me home. Please.
Ariel.
Let me be your wings.
Here, let's skip to the end. Good job, Don.
Don Bluth gets the Disney formula more than Disney gets the Disney formula.
He does. Yes. All right. Next, we have from The Pebble and the Penguin, Now and Forever. Perfect. Good job, Don. Once again, Don knows how to do it. And for Cats Don't Dance, this is Our Time Has Come.
Our time has come, we're gonna walk in the sun. Oh, pack my horse, we're ready to roll. We're on our way. With a little faith, we can step from the shadows and tell everyone to the spotlight on. Now our time has come. Our time has come ahead.
So, I like that one.
Cute.
Good job. Very cute. Next is from Anastasia, At the Beginning.
We were strangers, starting out on a journey. Never dreaming what we'd have to go through. Now here we are, and I'm suddenly standing
like it. That's a standard. All right. So of the closing songs, where are we at? I think At the Beginning is my favorite.
At the Beginning, Thumbelina, and Pebble and the Penguin.
Thumbelina gets 2. Pebble and the Penguin. Good job, Don. Bringing it home.
I mean, he's been bringing home the bacon with Anastasia, but
right.
Some of these other ones, not so much. But that's okay. He's like, so many of his movies are on this list. So
yeah, was his.
Did Don Bluth do An American Tale?
He did.
He did. Like I keep thinking Steven Spielberg, but
that was 86.
I keep getting confused. Like,
well,
what movies are his
Spielberg.
movies? We've talked about this a million times. Like, he's just like at all of these various studios and production companies, and yeah.
Okay, now we are on the last and the final, the remix. Now, generally in the 90s, this was a thing, obviously, because all of these films have this. Not all of them, but a good amount. And so, yeah, we're going to start out with the Jetsons. Jetsons movie. This is done by XXL. And this is We're the Jetsons rap. So,
well, based on the previous songs, I know this is going to be.
You kind of, yep.
Probably something.
Like, I just have to make notice of the synthesizers in this. Is just like, wow.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Oi.
Here, let's get through her.
George, James, Judy, Elroy, Astro, too.
Okay, I get it.
I'm glad to share that with you. All right, next one is Dream to Dream, a reprise from the One song from before by Linda Ronstadt.
Oh, nice. Linda Ronstadt.
No one hears my life, it seems, is a world of dreams. Deep in the night, you'll find me.
All right, let's go there.
Your dreams will come true.
Oh, the guitars. Bring it home, guitar. Bring it home. Good job, Linda. You've done good. Next is Elton John for Ferngully, Some Other World. And it goes on like that. So next we have We're Back. Roll Back the Clock, but with Little Richard version.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Go back to rock to the dawn of time when the earth was smoking and the lava flowed. Go back to rock to the dawn of time. You can blow your cool just like a volcano. Snap your fingers and stomp your feet, soaking up a little of that jungle beat. Go back to rock to the dawn of time and sing this song with me. I'll go back to rock. Go back to rock. Turn back the clock. Turn back the clock. Go back to rock. And sing this song with me. Oh, yeah.
Sing it, dude. There you go. Roll Back the Rock. And next we have Thumbelina, the Let Me Be Your Wings in title duet with Barry Manilow.
The people they got for these R&B remixes. Excuse me, rhythm and blues.
Yes,
we'll talk about that in a second.
Take you far beyond
the stars.
Let me be your wings. Let me lift you high above.
Everything we're dreaming of will soon be ours. Anything that you desire, anything at all. Every day I'll take you higher.
Good old. That's Barry Manilow
Oh,
and
Eternity.
Deborah Bird. Yes. So next we have Eternity. Dreams Come True from the Swan Princess.
I knew that we belonged together long before I knew your name.
Such a weird
And the
song.
only thing I longed for was a
It almost feels like it was a Japanese song to me.
Somehow I knew your every secret, just looking in your eyes. From the very moment I met you, I was thinking of the rest of our lives. Just say to me, I'm gonna love you till the end of time. Somehow two hearts have made a friend of time.
Eternity. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. So we have Eternity, and then next is A Journey to the Past. Aaliyah. May she rest in peace.
Or how a road can seem so long, how the world can seem so vast. Courage, see me through, heart, I'm trusting you on this journey to the past. Somewhere down this road, I know someone's waiting here.
Okay. Now we're on to Prince of Egypt, which everyone's heard this one. Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey.
Anyone could hear in our hearts a hopeful song we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. Oh, yes. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can
And
achieve.
they go off, the two of them doing their riffing queenness. Now, I do have to say that there is another remix that I found that I thought, wow, I should definitely share this with you. This is the Prince of Egypt, When You Believe movie version by, me, Chelsea Robinson.
Who'd have thought? Shucks, how'd that get in there?
Get in there. I love this song so much that I ended up doing this song. This was like 12 years ago that I posted this. Oh, I love it. Let's hear it. Let's hear me. Let's do it.
Afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe. Somehow you will. You will when you believe.
I'm going to jump to the end because this is.
Who knows what miracles
go me. I'm actually really proud of that song. I was like, I did that. That was my second take. The first time was like the practice. The second time was like, all right, we got this. That's it. And then I was at my uncle's house in his studio, and you can see that's the place that I grew up going. So yay. And then the final one we have is The Prayer by Celine Dion and Andrea Bocelli.
Un mondo di giustizia e di speranza, ognuno di una sua vicino, simbolo di pace, di fraternità, la forza che ci dà. We ask that life be kind and watch us from above.
That's a classic. So, all right, that's a classic. Do you remember I believe that you and I watched this together for the first time at my sister's house.
Mm-hmm.
That memory just popped into my head, and we both realized, like, this is where this is from. What?
Yes.
All right. So those are the remixes. So let's figure out which ones hit hard, like which ones do well. Dream to Dream, I'm not going to say you're my top. Some Other World, also not my top. Roll Back the Rock, fun, but not my top.
No.
Let Me Do Your Wings, that one's fun.
I like it.
I like that. I like it. Eternity, also classic.
I like it.
Journey to the Past, good. Chelsea Robson. The Mariah Carey. We'll just say, because obviously we know the Chelsea Robson version is the best. So we're
but because of bias with the judge being,
exactly.
yeah. So we have to disqualify it
We're just
temporarily.
going to disqualify that one from this one. So we have Mariah
It's Mariah
Carey.
freaking Carey and Whitney Houston. It is epic. That's
good.
number one. Like, no
Okay.
question.
Okay. And then I mean, how do you have The Prayer and not have that as the top though? I don't know.
It's very good.
It's very good. Okay. So what is number 2 then? I'm going to say Eternity.
Yeah. Take it away, Eternity.
Okay. And then Let Me Be Your Wings, probably number 1.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I like that one.
Boom.
Okay. Perfect.
We've
All right,
done it.
so
Whew.
Look at us go.
Now,
We've got
drum roll, please. Oh, now after our first episode, the Swan Princess had taken the lead. And I was nervous because in my heart of hearts, I knew what the best musical non-Disney of the 90s was. I knew it. And I knew that you knew it.
Yes, we both knew it. And it just took time for it to show
we needed
its
a few more
colors.
songs, a few more categories.
Yes.
And eventually the cream rose to the top. All of the, the top 4 actually are well
This is
deserved.
exactly what I would have thought, yeah.
So,
okay, the number 4, let's stay with that. So the number 4 with 6 points was Amalina. And that's the only way you're able to say that. The name of that. Because that's all I get. And then number 3 is The Swan Princess with 10 points. Which, yes, that makes sense. Number 2 is Anastasia, and should the top not be able to fulfill his duties, the Prince of Egypt with 14, barely beating out Anastasia.
Mm-hmm.
But that means
well, there were many times where these two were the top. They were number 1 and 2, and they were flip flopping. Yeah. It really just came to if we just would have gone the other way on maybe one of these, it would have been a different story.
Yeah, but
there are a few categories that. Well, no, there were a few, like, they didn't have a closing song for Prince of Egypt. And so Prince of Egypt didn't even stand a chance. But the remix with Aaliyah, unfortunately, did not even cut it. So, the categories, for the most part, when they were in a category, they got it, except for a few times. And same thing with Prince of Egypt, River Lullaby and Playing with the Big Boys, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, this is not a surprise in the least. So good.
Our number 1, Prince of Egypt. Number 2, Anastasia. And number 3, Swan Princess. Followed by Thumbelina. Do you agree with this ranking?
Of course.
Is this how you would rank them?
I think
overall?
so. I think if you didn't have me break down the minutia of each of the songs and stack rank them and all of this, I would have said, okay, what's the best? Definitely Prince of Egypt, just because it's like this epic scale. Then Anastasia, because there's so many bangers in that CD and that movie. It's just, and generally really great, strong movie. And then Swan Princess, like realizing that it's not necessarily like the strongest of the songs, but they are iconic in their own way.
Yeah.
It's just like more, it's like goofier. So yeah,
I love
it.
This. Yes.
Satisfied with my care.
I am satisfied. All right, everybody. We want to know if you are satisfied. You can actually, what I'll do is I'm going to put a link to this spreadsheet that I have made. And so you can go through and let us know if you have any changes that you would say. You can copy the document, make it your own, and decide for yourself and let us know if you think that we are way off or where you would do any changes. You can also let us know if you go to voicemails, rotoscopers.com/voicemails. You can also leave a message at 406-646-6575. I like it. And
now you understand why this was 2 episodes, because this would have been like old school, super long episodes that we used to do. And, you know, we've changed your palette a little bit. You're used to a little smaller, more bite size. So we need to break it into 2
schedules.
Yes, and scheduling. So of course, as usual, as always. So thanks for joining us for this episode, and a huge thank you to Chelsea. Round of applause for everything that she has done, creating this, putting this together. You know, now it's the baton has been passed. I need to go ahead and do this for just all Pixar songs and break them into these different categories. But that probably won't be that hard because Pixar really isn't like musical, you know, in this way. But there are songs that definitely do. I think some of the Toy Stories, well, Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2 has 2 songs. I don't know. So yeah, I'll do what I can. So I'll add that to the list. Should be fun. I'll get working on that. There's
the
a
other one that I thought we should do is, because there were so many, there were quite a few in this batch that were from James Horner. And I thought it would be really fun to do a little a James Horner episode as we go through all of his animated and even like Casper and stuff, you know, some of his best animation related, kids movie related soundtracks. I think that would be fun.
Let's do it. Add it to the list.
Add it to the list. Added. All right. Until next time.
We are the Rotoscopers. You know what? So I actually have, I've never told you this. This is how much of like a basket case I am, that like my life is not together. If you saw this office, guys, you would be shocked. Like, you can't step anywhere. There's just books and garbage and trash. And, you know, I have like 3 different businesses going on, and I don't let people go in the office because I'm so embarrassed about it. Stuff all over the counters of my desks. But underneath a giant pile, I have the Rodecaster Pro. Do you know what the Rodecaster Pro is?
Remind me.
I bought this, like, I'm not even joking, 3 years ago. I've never plugged it in. I've never used it. It's kind of this big, like, audio board, and you can put sounds effects on it, like preload them.
Okay.
Like, this would make our life a lot easier if I got my act together, Chelsea. Like, I could put our theme song on, and we could push the theme song, and we could fade it out.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm looking this up.
Yeah. I found like a crazy deal on OfferUp, and I was like, I have to buy this. This is like, it's like over $800, and I got it for $200 because I was like, I need this, you know? And anyways, I'm a hot mess, so I've never used it. But I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, this would totally help. But I'm like, I was trying to think of all the different sound effects I could have on the board, and I could definitely put the Elsa, "Are you ready?"
Well, just as a side note as well, I've gone ahead and I found this site that will actually make different keyboard covers, and you can put whatever you want, like, as a picture on top of it. So it's the plastic keyboard cover, but I've gone in and I've actually I've set up, or at least I'm starting to create and brainstorm on what sounds I would like to do when live streaming. And so you can put that, instead of buying like a separate keyboard, you just have to make the new piece of plastic that goes on top of it, and I can like push all these buttons. So it's on my list as well. So to the audience, like, you probably like, these guys are not doing anything. And it's like, well, yes, like at the moment, this is true, but it's not for lack of desire. So we have lots of things that we would like to do and would like to continue on. And also, as a side thing, just talking to you, like as I'm going through what my uncle left me, I would like to know, like there's a lot of things that I'm like, oh crap, I have to. So in June, I'm going to be selling a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that I think we might be able to use as well. So it's like, it's really depending on what we want to do with this, Morgan. So there's so much, so many options.
Yes.
We just have to get our lives together. And like, if you knew our lives, you'd be like, yeah, it's okay. You're fine. At least we're going to give ourselves that grace.
You got a lot going on.
We do. But we have not forgotten about the podcast.
What are you talking about? We've been releasing episodes every week for at least a few months. I'm so impressed with us.
It is true. It is true. But I'm saying, like, we always have these desires to do
super
something
high
big
hopes.
and next. And yes, oh, we're gonna start doing this, and it's gonna be so great. And it's just like there's always something that's just like, it hurts.
Someone gets sick, like deathly ill for 2 months at a time, or
right.
It's like, it's cool, don't worry about it. And then, something else happens. The life of amateur podcasters.
I know. But that's the thing. It's like our desire is there. And the fact that you've got this Rodecaster, I'm like, that's pretty highfalutin thing. I like it.
It's like a legit piece of software, or not software, but hardware.
Yeah, of streaming equipment. I'm impressed.
Yes, we could definitely do lots of amazing live streams. That was the purpose, because I was doing lots of live streams at the time. Anyways, this is probably a blooper at the end of it all.
Oh yeah, this is all blooper right there.
People are like, get to the songs. Okay, fine. Okay, Chelsea, get to the songs.
All right. So the first one is Final Goes West. This is Dream to Dream.
I'll take your word for it.
Oh, dang it. Okay. I was so on top of this until I'm like, oh, crap.
You've been listening to the Animation Addicts Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and be sure to leave us a 5-star review. We're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you want to help spread the word, be sure to share the podcast with your friends on social media. Just don't forget to tag us at Rotoscopers on Instagram and use the hashtag Animation Addicts. For all the links and full show notes for this episode, go to rotoscopers.com/podcast. Now, if you still can't get enough for your animation fix, be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and visit rotoscopers.com for more animation news, reviews, and interviews. Thanks for listening.